we're here with Swing Liu, a senior graduate student at Wake Forest, and come back for her super senior year for the Wake Forest women's golf team. And Swing, can you talk a little bit about the expectation level as you guys head into regionals? I know you came up short in the ACCs, but are you guys excited about the postseason?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially since we didn't get to play a fall season and our last spring season was canceled. Like we just finished on such a high note, so we were like just very eager to just kind of bring that momentum forward and keep playing well. And obviously, it 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 hurts that we didn't win the ACCs, but like now we're focused on nationals. So yeah, like we're just trying to gear up for like just the next challenge, I guess.
And I know, you transferred from Illinois. Were you technically Diane's recruit or, okay, so you kind of, I guess you're almost kind of like Diane's last recruit, right? Because you came in just at the tail end or,
I think Letty and Vanessa were like they're juniors right now. They're also recruited by Coach Daly.
okay,
But
okay.
I think oh, Rachel and Lauren are also Coach Daly's recruit, but then the 2020s are all like Coach Kim's recruits.
Okay, okay. And I know too, your mindset in coming back. I mean, I know you guys were disappointed last year. I think you were ranked number one, and you guys were out in Arizona. And then, what was your mindset in determining, to come back and kind of try to win an NCAA championship? I think that was your big goal, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I just thought like because in 2019 we finished runner up, in 20 like we were ranked number one in the country, so I felt like we were in the perfect position to actually get the big trophy, and then all of it was halted. But I'm actually really grateful that NCAA gave us this extra COVID year because I actually had a plan to pursue a graduate degree regardless. It was more or less like the timing of it, like if it's going to be before or after I turn pro. So when I saw that, like, and I was going to do something with analytics anyway. So, like, I saw the business analytics program at Wake, and it's actually just 1 year. So it's like a perfect fit. So I didn't really think about it much before jumping in.
Okay. And you already got your degree, your undergraduate degree. What is that in?
Finance,
Finance. Okay.
finance and psychology.
Okay. And which comes in handy for golf, right? Both of those things.
Hmm.
And what do you think too is going to be the key for you guys as you head into regionals and obviously the NCAA's? You guys seem to be really balanced. I mean, is it just kind of maybe being consistent when you guys get into the regionals?
Um, what do you mean by balanced here? Like,
Well, I mean, just you guys need to bunch up your scores and kind of play together and play and have some good scores to post, obviously.
mhm. We have like a pretty consistent lineup, so like it definitely, I'd say it makes it easier because we know kind of like playing habits of like each person during tournaments pretty well, and we are like all pretty close, so like we would just kind of cheer each other on when we were all like on the course and stuff. I think we have like a very good team dynamic like during tournaments, and it's like if I made a nice birdie and I look back or look forward, there's usually someone like waving for me, or like it kind of, what's that, you're already happy and it makes it like you kind of spread the happiness, and like that kind of come, it's like also reciprocal, so it kind of magnifies your excitement, I guess. So I really enjoy that part. And also like everyone's like working super hard. I think yeah, we were like defeated in ACCs, but that's like actually even more motivating now, I feel like. Is that yeah, um kind of want to make up for the disappointment, I guess. So like at least for us yesterday, like practice was more like a shortened practice, but everyone stayed out there for at least like 2.5 hours, I know.
And I
And
know Wake Forest women have never won an NCAA championship. What would it mean
mhm.
to you guys to get that first one? And because everyone recognizes the men and everything for winning three, but what would it mean to you guys to get that first national championship?
I think it would just be like the start of something very big. I think I've said that last year. Like we were trying to catch up with the guys, like within a few years. Like not that I don't think that. Like I feel like the guys are gonna win the national championship too, but it's like I feel like we can win more.
And it is the big key to being really good in match play, because that's how they decide it now at the NCAA's. I mean, do you kind of really have you focused on your match play kind of strategy this season?
Not so much, honestly. I feel like match play, it is different from stroke play, but I feel like it's more on an individual basis versus like a team basis. I, I feel like people have this idea that you have to be like definitely have to be a lot more aggressive in match play because like you can go infinitely high in the numbers and then you'll still just lose one hole. But in reality, a lot of times you win holes with a par. So if you're like just being like blindly aggressive, like it doesn't really help you with anything. It's just going to lead you to more mistakes. Like most of the holes are won with pars, not like birdies. At least at like at Sedgefield this week. So
Okay.
all I'm saying is that yes, there is like a slight difference in strategy when it comes to match play, but it's not as like different as a lot of people might think. That's what I'd say. So yes, I have like a changing strategy, but we have some matches like within the team every now and then. But it's not like it's so drastically different that we need like a completely different practice to gear up, like prepare for like the match play part. It's more about the mentality. Like you sometimes you win with a bogey and you should be happy with it. It's not like, yeah, the bogey might not be an ideal score, but you still won the hole. Move on.
Okay. Okay. And one more question, Swing, and I'll let you go. What has Wake Forest done for you personally, and your golf game as you've as you transfer from Illinois? I mean, what's it been like for you?
I'm just really grateful for Wake Forest and like both for both Coach Daly and Coach Kim and also Ryan, and it's like a completely different practicing style. I guess everyone's a lot more competitive here at Wake. I think like also my first 2 years with Jen on the team, and she was like so good and number one, winning national championship and stuff. That really motivated me because, like, for myself, I'm a very competitive person when it comes to areas that I care about, and obviously, I care a lot about golf. So, like, if I see someone like who is better than me on a team, I really want to at least chase her, like even if I know that like I know my skill level is not there yet, but like I really want to beat her. So uh like there one's like I think one of the biggest things I learned from Wake, like golf wise, was course management. Like seeing Jen is like yes, she's like super good, but it's not like she's hit knocking and is stiff every shot. Like I feel like her strength is like where she places her golf and then just her golf IQ in general. So I feel like I picked up a lot from her just by playing with her. And then with the coaches, they really helped me with kind of adjusting my mindset if I'm kind of struggling in a stretch of holes. It's like I have like very high standards for myself. It's kind of goes with the whole match play mindset. Yes, that might have been a bad hole, but like I need to move on. And the moving on part was like one of the biggest things I learned from the coaches, and obviously the techniques and stuff. Like I always kind of struggle with my tech techniques, like kind of short game and like with my confidence and stuff. So I really appreciate them just kind of staying there, like and kind of encouraging me and like spending so much time with me, especially this summer because I just stay here the whole time. So like the coaches just, I got all the attention, not gonna lie, and it was like, really nice to just kind of make some big changes to my game to like prepare for like turning pro like after school. So And then I really appreciate just the entire environment. Like Illinois was such a big school, so like it was hard to make connections to people. Versus here, like this is such a small community, so like everyone's like super supportive. Like especially during undergrad, like all those professors. I had this Asia Pacific amateur tournament in Japan, and like a couple of my professors like were emailing me for follow-ups on how I played over there, and it was not even I was not even representing Wake, so that was like super cool. And then um, I had this like undergrad professor. It was this semester, and three of my teammates are taking his class right now. And after we won our tournament this season, he emailed all of us just say like just congratulating stuff. Like even though like last time I took his class was over 2 years ago, and he still like remembered us. Like remember that I was in his class, and sometimes like I was in business school, like everyone's like masked up. Like some professor would say, hey, swim," before I even recognized them. So I think that's like the cool part of like just being this really small community. So even though for a very long time I was just here by myself, like I had all these people around to like just I could just feel like still like connected to people instead of like, oh, I feel so isolated, I'm just by myself.